Alright, welcome back, guys. It's GD, and we're going to continue part. I don't know what part it is. Part 5? Okay. Who should I choose my poem? Show my poem. Okay, let's start now with Sayori. Oh, I like this one, GD. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No, I still like this one. I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, GD. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure what's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about the other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yay! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain clouds in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain clouds a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, GD. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. Wait. But there's no time to waste. I put in the bottle to keep it safe and put in the bottle. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friends, and more bottles. Deeper and deeper, fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping, I blow dust off my bottle cups. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could be used some more. My friends look through the locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and count my friends in. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile below, between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in short, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling, but they're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay, done. Holy crap, Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy, Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used you to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking about too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant for expressing myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing like it's like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep it up until I die. Ah, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder what if this one was one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, now with Natsuki. Hmm. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, this one was good as your last one. I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem. Oh, you think so? Well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, so you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type of all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, you can someone or Fluffy spend so much time with someone like you. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way: if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we each take of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wrinkly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad, and Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts likes the spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. Okay, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was too short. It was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. The message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simple analogies, and it can't be helped. People realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone could agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. I know about things might. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kinds of weird hobbies or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think of you less. But that just make people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of people can do too. Is that what I do best? After all, I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Yuri. Alright, let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression in her face. Do you like it? GD, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to giving it more imaginary. Yuri visibly shallow. Even her hands are appeared sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to take before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writings before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share your poem with me today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Alright. The raccoon. It happens in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the sick consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for me. And enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the only symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge, the moon incessant in the praise reflects that much more lights of my cutting knife. The very sunlight of that glistens in the eyes of raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. Raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animals. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Okay? I was a little more daring with this one yesterday. I can see that it's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right, it's a bit closer with my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take that as a face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate into their minds. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interest? She did. Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as you're not hurting everybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah, sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seems like kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Yeah, I'm a good listener. Monica. Alright, my babe. Hi again, GD. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'll happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ahaha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, good job, GD. I was going to say ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I am always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that you likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nonsense. It can take years of practice, which is I'm sure Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own things. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on unturnable, like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay, what's your number? It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of things I never really seen before. I guess it's kind of playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic the way I wrote. It's like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell it's about though. Haha, sometimes asking what poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Am I even talking? Hahaha, that's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading poems, right? I guess I have to end this episode here, okay? Thank you for watching, guys. Leave a like if you like this video and subscribe if you want to be a partner of mine, okay? Just subscribe. Thank you and see you next video. Stay cool, guys.